Dear CEOs, business managers, members of the board, and executive workers, if you could boost productivity, reduce indirect costs, keep top talent workers, and enhance employee wellness, all without sacrificing performance, wouldn't you like to take that opportunity? As someone who has worked from home on several different projects and has done the research on this extensive endeavor, I both have the experience and have done the research to back up my claim that remote working is beneficial to almost every single company. Because when done right, remote work doesn't discourage success, it fuels it. In this discussion, I will be explaining how working from home can increase performance, save costs, and bring in reliable employees. Starting off with productivity, a 2023 meta-analysis published in the Journal of Applied Psychology reviewed over 60 studies and concluded that remote workers consistently perform as well or better than their in-office counterparts, especially when autonomy and trust are present. In fact, a 2-year Stanford study led by economist Nicholas Bloom found a 13% performance boost among remote workers and a 50% decrease in attrition. Through working remotely, workers increase productivity in the workplace. That's not a theory. That is scalable efficiency. Now that we've gone over worker efficiency, let's talk about cost efficiency. Global Workplace Analytics estimates that employers save an average of $11,000 annually per remote employee through reduced real estate, utilities, absenteeism, and increased productivity. Fewer desks means smaller office footprints. Fewer commutes means fewer late arrivals. And when you give the employees the flexibility to work in their most focused environment, their performance reflects that trust. Since there's fewer desks, that's less office space that you need to spend on money for electricity bills, AC units, personal computers. This shows the overall cost efficiency of remote workers. Now we've gone over productivity and cost efficiency, but is it reliable? And yes, it very much is. According to a 2022 Harvard Business Review study, 64% of knowledge workers would consider quitting if forced back into the office full-time. And in a tight labor market, the best talent goes to where the flexibility is. Remote work broadens your access to diverse global talent. It removes geographical barriers and includes inclusive workplaces for parents, caregivers, and people with disabilities. And for those of you that are still hesitant, let me ease your mind. You are not losing control. You're evolving leadership. You're not weakening culture, you are redefining it. With clear expectations and intentional communication strategies, remote teams can be just as cohesive and accountable as high-performing in-house teams. In fact, McKinsey's 2023 report on hybrid work showed that companies with flexible work policies saw 20% greater employee engagement, a key predictor of innovation and long-term efficiency. So, this brings to my call to action to all of you. Don't view remote work as a risk, because it's not. View it as an asset, one that increases agility, lowers costs, strengthens loyalty and performance of your employees, your people. Because as leaders, we shape the future by not clinging to the past, but by having the courage to adapt. The office was built for a different era. Today's workforce is digital, distributed, and data-driven. Would it not make sense to evolve with this digital era? After all, by doing this, you are increasing productivity, reducing costs, and increasing loyalty among employees. Done are the times of purchasing expensive office space and praying that your employees show up to work. Future is now, and we should act like it. Thank you.